Good morning from Casa de Kelly. It is like 7-ish in the morning. It's about 41 degrees outside and not a bad night's sleep. I found a spot to put my tent. Unfortunately, it's on top of a rock, so I wasn't able to use any tent stakes. So put everything up with rocks, but the tent stayed up. It was pretty windy last night, but didn't seem to affect the tent at all. Definitely not my best setup, but ready to get going for the morning. Got a pretty good night's sleep, and we'll see where we could go today. Back on the trail, and not that far down the trail yet, but it's going to be an interesting first few miles. I've got just a touch of water left. I had to ration it last night so that I wouldn't drink it all and not have anything for this morning. I won't lie, I did put a little Starbucks Via in there so I could have some coffee this morning, a little bit of a pick-me-up. I'm about 2.5 miles from water right now. Basically, where I'm at is walking along a ridge line for the most part, or just on top of a hill, I guess I should say. And then it's going to drop, and at the bottom of that is a creek, so I'm going to go down there and I'm going to fill up everything. And probably drink half of it and then fill it up again, because I am super thirsty right now. But be heading out to do that. Then after that, we'll just keep going. I'm really looking forward to lunch. Since I didn't have the water last night, I didn't get to have my chicken and dumplings for dinner, so I'm gonna have them for lunch today. I'm pretty excited about it. Should be a tasty lunch. So I'm out here hiking and I came up on something I never thought I'd see on a trail. But caught up with some loggers up here. I know that's been kind of an iffy subject in Kentucky lately. People are afraid the forests are gonna get taken down, but my hope is that's not the case. It's kind of saddening if you're a backpacker to see stuff like this. Nobody wants to see their forests taken down, but right now I'm coming up on a section that's just kind of breaks your heart. There is no forest down through here. It's almost like a skeleton. It's like a dead body out here. There's been a major issue with that in the state of Kentucky. You see those guys back there loading up logs. The logging industry is trying really hard to be able to knock down trees throughout the Daniel Boone National Forest, and a lot of people have been fighting it. And when you take a look at this, you can see why. It's just really sad to see a forest torn down. I know industrialization has to happen, and if it wasn't for the wood being cut down, houses couldn't be built. I get all that, but there's just some places I wish we couldn't touch. Well, I was gonna talk, but this little guy came out to greet me. What's up, buddy? You're okay. I'm not coming. I'm not gonna bother you. I think he just wants to play. I am less than a mile from my first water source, which is great because I had no water, obviously, for the last 3 or 4 miles. So I'm looking forward to getting down there and filling everything up. I'm probably gonna drink an entire liter while I'm there and then go ahead and fill it back up again, because I'm dying of thirst and I'm probably gonna drown myself in water today. I'm gonna just drink as much as I possibly can. I got a lot of catching up on hydration to do. So I'm gonna be doing that. This is mostly paved road for a while. We're supposed to hit trail here, I think in about half a mile. So once I hit the trail, at that point we're just a hop, skip, and a jump from some water, which I'm looking forward to because I'm dying of thirst right now. I feel good, I don't feel sick or anything, so that's a good thing, but I definitely need to get some water in me real fast. You see this? This right here? That's a smile. Oh man, I just drank 2 bottles of water, filled up all 3. Oh man, I'm happy. It was so good to find that water supply. I was struggling there for a minute. Something I did learn though, I'm used to using the Hydro Blue filters, which are a little lighter than the Sawyer Squeeze. I learned something about the Sawyer Squeeze. If you use the bottle attachment to screw the bottle directly to the filter, you've got to leave a little bit of room for air, because if you don't, no water comes out. I probably fooled with that thing for 15-20 minutes trying to figure out why I was getting no water, and unscrewed it a little bit, heard a hissing sound, and then just kind of held it, and all of a sudden I noticed that water was flowing out. And that's when I realized it kind of works as a vacuum if you screw it too tight as far as the bottle goes, and you get no flow. So if you've run into the same issue and can't figure out why you're not getting any water to come out of your Sawyer Squeeze, that's probably it. Just loosen the bottle up a little bit and it'll flow beautifully. What should have been a really quick water stop was a very long water stop because of it. But now that I know, all my future ones are gonna be a lot better. Man, it's a good thing I got on this. Holy cow, it's only good till 2048. Nice little bit of chicken and dumplings for lunch today. Man, that's actually pretty good. I wasn't sure what to expect. I'm usually the guy who brings rice and tuna, like a north side or something, but it's pretty sweet. It looks like I have a good long stretch of road now. I was able to get some water, which was awesome. I was able to get it and fill everything up. Drank down a couple bottles as I was there, so that was really nice. And now we're just going. We just passed what was officially the halfway point of the Sheltowee Trace back there, but I've done well over half already. As a matter of fact, I think I have less than 70 miles to go on the trace, so I'm excited about that. I'm just praying right now I don't get hit by a car, because there is no side area for me to walk through here. I have to literally walk on the road. So luckily I haven't seen one car since I got started, so my hope is it just stays like that, so I don't have to worry about anybody getting a little too close, if you know what I mean. So we got road walking for a few miles, which you can pick up some serious time on, which is nice. So I'm at a point right now where I'm at a crossroads. I can hike the miles I was thinking about hiking, which I think I'm right at around the 10-mile mark right now for the day. So I could go another 2 miles and be good, or I could go an extra 8 miles and camp for the night, have a hike tomorrow that's relatively short. I mean, they're talking like a 10-mile hike tomorrow. If I do that, that means I could get everything done on Friday. So tomorrow night, when the rain comes, I'm done. Just kind of weighing my options right now to decide what seems like it makes the most sense to me. So we'll see what happens. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'll just see how I'm feeling once I hit the camp area where I was going to go tonight. We'll see what happens. All right, so now I'm in Rockcastle County, and I'm going to be on this Indian Creek Road for a while. So I'm assuming I should be able to pick up some major miles because there's hardly any hills on this thing at all. It's pretty flat. The big thing I'm going to try and do is I want to get about 11 miles in between now and about 5 o'clock. It's a little after 1, and so that's pushing it pretty hard. I should be able to do it. The biggest thing is if I do that, I only have 10 miles tomorrow. So if I can do that, have 10 miles tomorrow, then I can finish tomorrow night as the rain comes in, have the wife pick me up, and go home. And I know it's pushing a little more than I wanted to, but I'd much rather be dry and feel a sense of completion than having to hike through that wet stuff. I've done that too much lately, and I have no desire to do that tomorrow or the day after. So get to the campsite tonight, go to bed early, get up really early, start hiking in the dark probably, and hopefully get in those 10 miles pretty quick tomorrow. As I've mentioned on this trail so many times before, the Sheltowee Trace is unique in the fact that it's not just a hiking trail, it's also a trail for motorized bikes and four-wheelers, things like that, and horses. And I'm on the horse part of the trail. There were 2 or 3 trucks parked at the front of the road, and they had their trailers there, but the trailers were empty, which meant there were going to be horses on the trail, and which means I'm constantly having to dodge horse poop. That's not a fun part of this hike. Anyways, I'm about 6 miles in. I'm 5 or 6 miles out from S Tree. I'm gonna go ahead and push to there tonight. They've got good facilities. There's a lot of water there. Just a good place to go, and it's guaranteed a camping spot tonight because it's a Thursday and nobody's gonna be out knowing it's gonna rain this weekend. So I'm gonna head there and push through. I got some pain on my feet. I'm pretty sure I've got a couple blisters that have formed, but I'm just going to push on through. I want to go ahead and get these miles in so tomorrow I can get done long before the rain comes in tomorrow night. So here's to 5 or 6 more miles. So we got a little ford going on, and this water is super ice cold. Oh, super, super cold. I was gonna try and go across barefoot, but the blisters on my feet said heck no. So I'm going across this way. I took my socks out so at least they would be dry. But man, that was cold. Oh my gosh, that was cold. I definitely lucked out on this campsite. And check this out. mean, I could have brought 4 or 5 buddies here, and we could have had an awesome time. This is a huge fire pit. Unfortunately, tonight I need to get to bed. I'm going to get up early and try and get in all my miles before the rain comes. So after I get done eating here, it's about 7 o'clock. I ended up doing 18 miles instead of the 21 to get to the S tree. My feet just said no. So when I got here, and I can't complain. I mean, it's a beautiful campsite. That means tomorrow I'll be doing between 10 and 11 miles from here to Citizens Bank in McKee, where my wife's going to pick me up. So far, the hike was really good today. If it wasn't for my feet, I think I picked up a few blisters. Honestly, I probably could have gone the extra 3 miles, but I just didn't have it in me with my feet feeling the way they were. So I'm here. I'm about ready to hit the sack in just a few minutes after I get done eating these delicious spaghetti and protein or something that's in there. But after that, I'm going to hit the sack, and I'll see you all in the morning.